Hey, ladies and gents. How's everybody doing? I'm sorry, I am trying to adjust these new earbuds, and, they're taking some getting used to. I went from basic earbuds after they decided to crap the bed to IEM earbuds, and they're different. Getting used to them. Getting used to them. All right, but we have back for day 51 here in Zomboid. Should be good stuff. Should be good stuff. Let's see to be able to make sure that everything is running correctly. It looks like it is. Let's do a... Oh my god. Do that to be able to see that it goes to both YouTube and Twitch. It does. Nice. Alright, we know everything is working now, which is fantastic. Good stuff, good stuff. I appreciate everyone showing up, sticking around, having fun. Really do appreciate it. Alright, we are going to get into this. I have, as I said, I have some plans. Now, if I recall correctly, at the end of this last day, the big problem was the fact that we needed to find a generator for the gas station. And then at that point in time, we would need to not only find the generator for the gas station, but then maybe start sealing off some of, like, the land bridges and stuff like that on our way out. We shall see. We shall see. I'm out on Friday. Normally not out on Fridays. We're going to get back to our Thursday and Saturday night schedules starting next week. It's just that I need to work on a couple of things to be able to finish things off as well. We will pause up as soon as we... Actually, not as soon as we get in here, but we'll go into the rest position. And then pause up. That way we can start the recordings and stuff like that to be able to remind people I am also recording for the 1,000 Days in Zomboid attempt, which means that I will be pausing up to be able to answer chats and stuff like that. But as of right now, a lot of the focus is just on trying to get the things recorded. It's 5:20 in the morning. Wow, I do not remember ending that early. Are we? I mean, we're hungry, but I don't think we're fatigued. We are getting dangerously low on weight. All right, I need to eat something substantial then. All right, hopefully you guys can hear things properly. Everything is good. I've hopefully got this in a little bit of a better setup because I was able to put the monitors up on a large stand to be able to keep them at eye level, and hopefully they that'll help out a little bit better for fatigue when it comes to this. As always, we're going to try to do at least 3 recorded episodes per stream, which means only about like 3 hours a stream. I have to be very careful because of the fact that I have a disease known as multiple sclerosis, and I have certain levels of fatigue. What we are going to do, though, as I said, we have a direct issue that we need to deal with, and that is going to be getting a generator for the gas station and then maybe start working on sealing the location here. So we will start our day here. It's going to be day 51. Let me take a swig of this Gatorade and then we will get into it. All right. Starting the recording in 3, 2, 1. Hey, ladies and gents, it's Drew, also known as Rain Planet. We are back here with more Zomboid. Day 51 of our attempt to be able to survive 1,000 days in Zomboid. Let's say hi to Miss Mouse here. I know she's a rat, but she's our friend. He's our friend. Hi, Miss Mouse. Yes, I'm not touching you because I'm pretty sure the moment I touch you or pick you up means I need to feed you. And right now you're just having fun running laps here. So we're just gonna leave that as it is. That's your dedicated room. All right, we are gonna get into a couple of things that we were really gonna. Ooh, I need to get those things off of me. Why did I have a large hook and a jack just sitting on me? That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. All right, let's pop those there. That way I don't have those things on me weight-wise. What we are going to do is fill up our waters, get something to eat real quick. Wait, what is this? Oh, the rain collector is empty is what it's saying. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just fill up all our waters. Which apparently takes us up to almost our weight limit, which is crazy. Should have some food in here. Being that we need to really gain weight, why don't we go ahead and munch down a whole box of cereal, because I need to get those chevrons going up. Hopefully. The one thing that I did realize is I think there was an update of some sort, even though I shouldn't have updates on this, to where milk no longer fills you. So even though it's not perishable, it still no longer fills you, which I am slightly worried about. I do have a plan for what we are going to do for the generator, though. We have all this set up already up here. But the plan is, because we need to get a generator for the gas station here, and then we need to start securing the island itself, I am probably going to run back to the military checkpoint and jack one of those generators from there, because they have plenty of them. Like, there's so many generators there, it's ridiculous. And then, I'm thinking... No, because I'll probably wait to be able to work on that vehicle until I get home. Also, I was going to say, I have a flashlight on, don't I? I also need to set up generators and stuff like that in different areas. So I don't know if we're going to be on the island much longer here. I think we're probably going to be going back to the original base and trying to fight our way north towards the entrance of Raven Creek. Let me just go ahead and get a real quick look-see to be able to make sure that we don't have any zombies chilling out here, and it doesn't look like we do. Where did I park my vehicle? I parked it over here. Alright, so... First and foremost, what we're going to do is I'm going to check this back to be able to make sure that we have the room to be able to do this, and we do. Alright. We are going to drive back to the military checkpoint, grab ourselves a Jenny, that way we can hook it up for the... Oh, shoot, I did not see you... Wait, we have busted down doors. We have busted down doors in that building. Something tells me a zombie buster. There are some wandering around now. Interesting. Okay. Because when it comes down to everything, I essentially need to secure this, or technically like the little island that's right up there, or the little area that's right up there. And then I need to secure this little land bridge here and this little land bridge right here, and then the entire area, because this is built up. The entire island is secure with those those three small areas, which is kind of one of the coolest like little areas I've ever seen. Like, imagine what we can do with all that, right? Didn't crash into the pole, I just wrapped myself around it. We are still going to get out and kind of take care of the zombies as we see them, because we don't need any zombies in our areas. Like, I just prefer to be able to have them gone, because they will migrate without it. Plus, you know, we can pick up things like meat cleavers and stuff like that. The less zombies in the area, the better. The less that they can migrate, because migration is pretty heavy in B42, so... Alright, let's get our butts back to the military checkpoint here and hope that we can just yank a generator. I gotta be really careful that I don't crash into anything when I'm pulling up to this. Or go too fast to be able to do that. It'd be really bad to be able to, you know, end a playthrough with a crash. Imagine this. And then on our way... Ooh, I can grab that wood. How? Do I just pick up one of the other... No. I think we're good. Let's go get one of these generators real quick. Gotta remember where I left them, though. Actually, I don't even think it was in here. I think it was out there. Yeah, because I don't remember the generators being in there. They were out in the other area there. That's another vehicle that I really need to get going. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the generators are up here. In this area specifically. And that's the other thing we're starting to get is we're a couple months in, so we're starting to get overgrowth. Yeah, look at that. We got Jenny's here and there. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. I think I'm fine just taking this generator for the gas station because we have one at the other the base. We don't need anything else on that island, I don't think. And then we got to remember that we have one more generator up here for use in another place as well. So. Nice random scream. I appreciate that. Alright, now what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to do the same thing that we did before, which is put the generator in the trunk, and then transfer it from the trunk into a seat. Wait, what? Oh, I was going to say, what? Alright, so we can transfer it, generator into the trunk into the seat. Hopefully we can then pick up those logs on the way out. We do not want the driver's seat, we do not want the front seat, and I can't transfer into a seat. I just realized that. So I can only pick up as many logs as I can carry. Interesting. Do I dare leave this vehicle on that island and then just come back for this one? It's a possibility. We have another 998 here. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with that, because I want to take this back so I can armor it and make it my main, like, drive-around area. But this might just be, you know, settled into this area. Alright, let's try to get these logs out of this area. I don't think we're going to be able to put many in the vehicle itself, but that's fine. It'll just give us a nice starter. We're just going to drive it all the way down, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop all the logs in my inventory, and then I will put them in my backpack as well. Carry as many as we possibly can. I'm pretty sure I can overload with them like that. Yeah, we can overload with them like that. And this will personally allow me to bring back, hopefully enough to be able to barricade a couple of those areas. So, we will get to that. Ooh, get our butts in there. Back to the island again. Worst comes to worst, I can always empty out and then maybe just go grab logs, because I know there's a ton of logs within that area there as well. Yeah, let's not do that. I almost turned the wrong way. I do have enough where I could probably just do some trees there. As I said, the other thing I want to do, though, is I want to... How am I to do this? I feel like I'm going to have to put a wall in there, a wall... Maybe I just wall, like, the middle of the bridge off. Maybe that's what I do, is middle of the bridge and then run from there. Let's go drop the logs off first. Which is technically going to be in those other areas. Let's be careful here because I don't know what's still around the area. We have killed so many here. But I am not 100% sure how many. I was going to say, there's a zombie there. Just heard that. Alright, there is one of the land bridges we need to catch off, so... Let's drop 6 logs here. And now I get an injury as I'm lowering weight. That's crazy. Alright, we dropped 6 off there. Let's go ahead and drop 6 off in the other area. And hope that does the trick. That is going to be up a ways. Funny thing is they actually go to the same location, but... yeah. We need... at least 6 here. I'm going to need to chop down more trees to be able to do this, but that's fine. We clearly have more trees. We clearly have other things that we can get in here to be able to... like, I can chop down all these trees and then bring them over. That would be no problem. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you're in our land, man. You are in our land. Not allowed. The only thing that's allowed here is animals and me. And hopefully I don't run over those animals. That was a long ways for him to follow me, so I don't think that was the one that followed me. Ah, pretty sure that's the zombie right there. He's just chilling out in front of the emporium. Yes, you were. Thank you. And it's not necessarily a safe zone because I haven't gone through every single building to be able to clear it, but at least it'll keep things from coming in to the area, you know, which will be a plus. Let's go ahead and just drop the Jenny off, like, right here. I think that'll do fine. Nice, take it. There we go. Because then I can just take it. I can drop it. And then we can connect it. And now we'll at least have the backup power for the gas station as well. That'll be nice. Did we get more gas cans? Just in case. I grab all the gas cans out of here? Hope I didn't. Forgot about those. Slightly stupid of me if I did. Look back there and see what I've got. Apparently I did. Nope, nope, we got 8 empty gas cans. Okay. We're gonna fill all these up, and then I'm gonna leave 4 out here. Wait, no. Technically, we only need to leave 1 out here. Alright, I'm gonna try something here. This is gonna overweigh me like crazy, but we'll try it. We're about to fill 8 gas cans and then hope that my arms don't fall off, because we're already up to 75, 80 kilos. Alright, maybe that's a bit much. Maybe that's a bit much. Let's just fill the generator real quick. and turn off the alarm. I do not know how much these generators take, because I put one of these full cans into a generator, and it acted like it was only 10% of it. Oh, it does take more than... Wait, what? How much gas do these things take? Apparently, too. No, it still says fuel 10%. Okay, so the generators are slightly bugged. Got you. Okay. Okay. We're gonna leave 2 next to this just in case. Hoping. Are they all full? They are all full. Okay, so we're gonna place 1 here and 1 there. And the rest of these... we are going to zoom back up here, and we're going to leave on the rooftop up here. Now, we've got 2 of those very important things done. What else do we need to work on? Oh, we need to do the block off of the land bridges. The land bridge block, which means chopping trees. I should chop trees. Should I just empty out the truck a little bit and then go grab logs? It might make more sense. Might make more sense. Let's go ahead and place these. And now, place these. And that. I would say we have a lot of gas. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 10 containers of gas. And I'm pretty sure this is technically full as much as... yeah, it's a 10% full. Alright. So... and this building is not going to do much. The only thing that's really going to be required in here is maybe usage of the oven. This 1 refrigerator... and then the lights. And that is it. Maybe the TV. Maybe the TV. But that's it. Did I leave the radio on? Oh, I didn't leave the TV. Turn off. Why did I want you on? But yeah, it's essentially just the lights in that little area, so not too bad. I'm pretty sure what's going to end up happening is it's also going to turn on the lights there. What I need to do is make sure that it's an... oh, you know what I need to do? I need to be careful here. Because I do have a mod called Turn for Fridges Off, is what it's called. And we need to make sure that the fridges in the pizza world are not being kept on by this. Because there are quite a few refrigerators in the pizza world. Unplug. There we go. Fridge off. Freezer off. Nice. While this one is on, we'll unplug that, and then that freezer and fridge are... yeah, it was already rotten in there anyways. And that's off. Oh. And we'll do the same thing up here. Oh, we have some fresh stuff in here. Maybe I take this back for the freezer. Alright, now the rest of it is off. We'll unplug that. That's off. That one's still on, so we'll unplug that, and now those both are off, as you can see there. Alright, awesome. That way we don't have to worry about those taking away from our power. I do have to worry about that possibility in there. But I think what we are going to do is maybe just go over there and grab all the stuff out of those refrigerators and then just turn them off. Just to be able to make sure. I don't want that backfiring on me when the power goes out. And then them just sucking up all my generator fuel. It's a cardboard box. It shouldn't be heavy, man. Whoa. At all? I was gonna say, come on now. Not me to do that. Alright, so we got these. We have some fresh onion. Anything in the freezer? No. We have dough and pepperoni, which we can throw into the freezer at our place. We have more dough here. Alright, these are all off. We're going to unplug it. We're going to unplug it. We're going to unplug, which means freezers and fridges should all be off. There we are. Sweetness. We do have things like the tomato paste and stuff like that. I could make pizza because of the stuff that we could find in here. Especially, you know, the fact that there's this much yeast. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, we've got bags of flour as well. So I could make more dough. And we have olive oil. Alright, just doing that so we never have to go back into this back room again. And look at this, we have more food in these other areas as well, so really not too worried about that. There's a lot of food in there, actually. We're just placing this down right now because I was thinking about building a door, but it really doesn't make sense if I'm just going to clear it out. So, eventually, a lot of those refrigerators and stuff like that are just going to be taken down for electronics experience. Ooh. Alright, we're at noon already, so let's go ahead, get all this stuff into the freezer upstairs. And then we will start working on getting some trees and stuff like that chopped down, unless, as I said, I want to go back to the other area. Yeah, we got... That's all we have in there? You gotta be kidding me. Right, so any of the fresh stuff is just going to purely go in here. There we go. We do have this food here. I do have that paint that I just want to toss out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the olive oil, the tomato paste, the flour, and the yeast in this box, and then I'm just going to switch the paint out. Yeah, look at that, all fit in there. Can we just grab this paint? That way I can just garbage it. Paint is freaking heavy, man. Alright. I just realized how long this is going to take to be able to do this. Okay, whatever. I need to get rid of it anyways. I think that they probably shouldn't make paint so, common, I guess you can say. I think it's kind of a problem when they do. Alright, now that should be the rest of it there. Just so we have that extra box there to be able to work on things. Now we need to go get the building stuff done, so let's go collect more wood, and then I really need to start focusing on search, or to be able to barricade those two areas. Alright, let's pause up. I need to take care of something within the chat here. We got a bot. And then I also need to take Hope everyone is doing well on YouTube and Twitch. I appreciate you guys. Everything is still working here after I get that band done. Alright. Take a swig of this and get right back to it. Remember, if anyone wants to chat or something like that, feel free to. I just might not be able to get to you right away. So I might just turn around and, answer within a couple of minutes after I see it or something like that. Because I will pause up, as long as I'm not super busy with something. Like, if I'm fighting a horde or something like that, it's a different story. Alright, let's get back to it. Okay, so we do have something we want to do here. Also, we are getting hungry again. We're losing weight again? We are really going to have to cook some meals when we get back to the original base. Eat this bag of chips, too. Thank you. All that did was balance me, though. Milk chocolate bar has to have a lot of calories, right? I don't care if I save some for later, like at all. Alright, there we are. We are 2 shot rounds up. There we go. That's what I needed. Alright, so we have essentially 60 kilos there, and then we have our backpack and our person, so we should be able to carry like 20, 25 plus lugs, which should be enough to be able to get us everything we need to get. I want to settle off this island so that way we can go ahead and call it a base and move on to the next things that we're doing now that we are starting to get pretty heavy into... Oh, that's what I was kind of afraid of. Let's do this. Let's go search these. Yeah, we're finding the logs in here already. I'll take any other things I can fit in there as well. I was hoping for some saplings, but, you know. Okay, those aren't... Oh, that was weird. There's a sapling. I'll take that. That's another spear, so might as well. Also grab those. I do know there's more logs in the other area, so we can go back and get those as well. Alright, so let's do that. Let's do that. That's 10 logs. Okay, it's finally clearing a little bit. Alright, so we got 10 logs in there. How much more room does that have? Maybe 2 or 3 more logs. So I think we're gonna be right in that like 25 range at max, which is could be better. There's 3 logs in here. We're gonna grab that sapling as well. How these ones are to be able to be searched at? Oh, they're not every... It's like every other one that we can. Alright, now we can go to the backpack. Come on. Give me, Oh, there it is. There we go. These are easier than chopping trees, at least, for the quick drive, so might as well. I also see these planks over here. As I say, I'm guessing that there's planks in there as well. We'll see what we can carry. I don't think we're going to be able to put too many more into here, so we'll see. And we want to put them out of the backpack because oh, we can't. You're kidding me. How heavy are these? Oh. Wait a second. What the hell? We can only put 2 more in there. Yeah, I can toss these planks in there at least. We can only toss 1 plank in there. Alright, so that means I can essentially fit 2 more logs on my person, and then it is Gonzo. Do we have any more over here? Pretty sure that is it. Yep, that is it. Alright, well, hopefully that gets us a good start, especially with the 6 logs that we have in each area. Because then I can drop like 12 more off at each area, that hopefully 18 logs does the trick for barricading it out. Now, I do need to figure out how I am going to do this. I'm not 100% sure. I was thinking of doing a car wall and then building walls inside there, which should do what it needs to do. So the problem that I have with that is there's also a pretty big lack of vehicles in this area, so I don't know. But for now, I will be happy. You know what? We might just do crate, wall crate type thing. I don't know how much that's going to block, but... Because what I could do is... large wall crate, large wall, maybe? I don't know. Alright. Let's start with this. We'll drop these 2 planks here. Drop the remainder of these logs here. Alright. Take a look around. Make sure we don't have anything just kind of chilling out here. Now, we don't need much here. All I need to do is just block off literally this here. So we might not even need what I've got there. Might not even need what I got there. So, let's start with the... I just realized I have no nails on me, do I? We not have boxes of nails? I did not bring boxes of nails. That's fantastic. Let's grab that. We have the logs. We're also going to transfer the logs over while driving over here. We need to figure out to be able to grab more boxes of nails real quick. Make this work. Trying to figure out where I can grab those, because I don't think... Well, they might be in the garages. Right? We might have some logs, or some boxes of nails in the garages. That might work. Fortunately, you really can't grab much else. Alright, let's take a look at these garages real quick. Well, that doesn't help me. Yeah, these other rooms... I kind of want to go to these houses and kind of check them out as well, but... I just need a singular box of nails. These chains aren't bad to be able to grab either. Not gonna lie, those are gonna be needed eventually. and a welding torch. Tell me we're gonna go through 3 garages and there's gonna be none. Boxes of nails are supposed to be common, man. What are we doing? So much for that. Alright. Also, we can get one from real quick. I don't remember or recall where I dropped some off or something like that. The only thing I can think of is maybe all the way back at the original base. We have boxes of nails, but not here. There's a couple things that are directly lacking from the area, and it's kind of frustrating. I do remember there's a couple more garages up in this area, so why don't we go ahead and search those real quick. Don't need these singular garages here. What we're going to do is look at the island garages on the northern island, or the northern part of that island. And we're going to kill every single zombie that we see, because you are currently on our island that we're trying to lock down. So, yeah. You don't need to be here. Alright, let's get back in there. There's a couple garages here. Of course not. Of course not. Why would there be something you need here? Seriously? There's a lot of stuff in there without a box of nails, man. Are we? This is going to be our downfall, is trying to find a box of nails, huh? Rip. Rest in pepperonis, my friend. I see you. Seriously? What is going on? I hear a door being pounded somewhere. As I said, it's not fully clear. It is what it is. Oh no, what did I... Well, I think I just knocked out another window by not paying attention. I can't believe I just did that. What map is this? This is current... We're in Raven Creek. We're in Raven Creek right now. Well, in the south side of Raven Creek, I should say. What's up, Fabry? To let people know, I am streaming for the on YouTube and Twitch, but I'm also recording for the possible 1000 Days in Zomboid series here. And I do pause up to be able to answer chats because it's easier to remove these portions from editing later on. Alright, so the other thing that we could possibly do... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just took out another window. That's crazy. Alright. I never checked. We checked for a lot of stuff in here, but I never checked for boxes of nails. That's not what I need. There's some singular nails in here, but that's not helping me, man. Broken canoe paddles, no. That's not gonna help out either. I need freaking boxes of nails, man. All those books were really nice. I forgot to be able to take some of those. That's fine, though. Still no boxes of nails. That's just freaking wild, man. Freaking wild. Oh, we can't have boxes of nails. I see the cabin key in there. That one always kind of threw me off. What cabin? There's like probably a gazillion cabins out this way. Alright, well, no boxes of nails in here either. I was kind of... I'm going to need more nails than just what I can disassemble, so... We still do have this as a backup, like, little zone that we can sleep in because of the fact that there is... Oh, you know where I could go? Not the school, but the firehouse. Oh, hi. Just all the random bodies laying around all over the place. I see you. And there's other garages here I should really check, right? Hey, man. We could go through all the garages here, but as I said, I have a feeling I know where they are. Might also be in the car fix-it. Didn't even think about that one. But the area I'm almost certain that will have some will be the area that I really didn't check because I haven't looted it. Alright. We're going to find a lot of firefighters' axes and hatchets and stuff like that in here, but... There should also be boxes of nails, right? Apparently not. Oh, we got a nice little kitchen in here. I know there's not going to be nails in here, but... Not bad. Guess I really... Okay, apparently Raven Creek also didn't add things into lockers as well as basements. Yeah, if anyone's looking to be able to play Raven Creek map, the one thing that you just need to be reminded is the fact that they do not have basements on this map. Even for Road 42, and I think that does take away a little bit from the map. Admittedly. It sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, so that was that. I haven't been up here, so this could be bad. Also, that's dangerous. Nikes. The pole areas are so dangerous. Alright, there's gonna be no boxes of nails there. Probably just a bathroom. Yep, just a bathroom. This is disappointing, because you would think that there would be things like boxes of nails and stuff like that in a fire station of all places. And just... Alright, this was not a fire station that had sleepovers, that's for sure. This was a pier, you come here for work and then you're done when your shift is done. That fire station. Well, that sucks. See, what's crazy is I live in a hardware store, and we don't have boxes of nails. How does that work? Farm a hug there. I mean, I guess I could just suck it up, Buttercup, and hope that maybe I just overlooked it. Please tell me we got... Nothing. 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 Not a damn thing. Didn't see anything. Mm-mm. Not a single thing. Yeah. That's a whole hit to the memory. So, that's 10 boxes of nails. What the heck was I thinking? Alright, it is 6:20 p.m. I want to get at least one of these done. I can't believe I did that. I cannot believe I did that. We're gonna act like that didn't happen. Not a dang thing. Alright, we're gonna keep these 3 boxes of nails on us. We're gonna open them. It'll be 100 nails, and nails are freaking heavy, man. And they're not overly heavy, but they are heavy. Alright, the other thing that we need to do... Crafting, saw logs, maxed out, go. Giggity going. Do this. Alright. Now we need to go into building. Building. Carpentry. Wall frame. Wait, how far out can we build this? Oh. Apparently we built it out a little bit further than I thought. I guess that makes sense, because then zombies just can't walk around the... that one doesn't make sense, because, like, look at this. It's not allowing you to be able to do it over here, but it allowed us to build that one all the way over there. Interesting. So build... tarp. Wall, but I'm assuming we are out of, logs, planks, yeah. Just fine with me. Other thing I hate, that you can't walk with the menu on. Let's just do this. Oh, great. We can't get to it. So it's acting like... Yeah, whatever. I guess that frame will just be there and we didn't need it. Alright, what I could do, just to be able to secure this, why don't we go ahead and do... Crate? We need 4 per for this, though. That's a lot. I don't know if I want to do that or if I just want to kind of leave this as it is. I mean, I think I'm going to leave it as it... Yeah, I think we're going to leave it as it is, just plain because of the fact that... What we can do is we can just look around and see, oh, if the wall hasn't been breached, then it's safe, you know? At least from the outside. Now we come to this area. This one's going to take a little bit more. Hopefully we can start on it, though. This one's going to take so much more. You know what? I don't even want to get near there, down there. So why don't we just go ahead and build wall frames. And I'm going to attempt to walk around it, and if I can't walk around it, that's where we're just going to keep it. We can't walk around it, so that's good for me. I'm amazed with everything that we've done that we do not have Carp 10 already. Alright, ride-alongs. Pretty sure we're not going to be able to build here pretty soon, so... Just hoping that the building can still continue because of the flashlight. Alright, we can't go around that, so... Now the next thing we can do is... Wooden wall. Alright, so what I'm going to do is leap back through here. We're going to build our wall right here. We'll leap back through, and then we'll just build down. Pretty sure we're only allowed to be able to do this because of the fact that... No, because there's 4 planks. Something tells me we're not allowed to build anymore. Why can't we build a wall anymore? We're out of nails. Okay. That's easy. That's an easy fix. We can do that. So apparently we can do it with the flashlight, which is nice. I was really hoping that wasn't going to be an issue. Alright, so tomorrow our big build process is going to be... No more log on the ground, it just says there. Our big build process is going to be getting the last area built over on the bridge, which is going to mean a lot of things. We're going to need to get a gate up, all types of things as well. But what this does is essentially not a full secure, but at least it's a block off impossible security. Yeah, we are going to need a lot more planks to be able to get this done. And then obviously get the other area done. So we're going to get this one done, and we're going to get the other done. It's going to, with what we've got, it's going to require chopping trees, so. Wait, what? Now are we considered too dark, or what's going on? No. Why are you giving... Oh, I was going to say, for some reason it was giving me the inability to build. Alright, there we are. We are locked onto there, which means we need more of the other stuff. I think what we are going to do, though, for now, is get our butts back home, get some sleep, and then it's going to be all about getting the rest of this done. So we'll get that little area done there. I'm probably going to chop down all these trees and then bring them with us. Lots of trees over here. And then we will work on that front bridge area and getting that secure. I probably should start working on some of the other areas, like the food mart and stuff like that, and bringing that stuff all back, because as of right now, we do not have a ton of, like, set up food, but whatever. This is a backup area, which is the reason why we set up the generator and for the gas station and for the tool base here, so... Just realized something. Give me this. Is here a zombie? Also, I gotta pause up. Holy crap. I just had a direct frog in my throat for like the last minute. Oh, my word. Yikes. Oh, my God. Okay. I swear I heard a zombie. Maybe not. Maybe not. We're safe in here anyways, so... Because the chances of them going through that singular door as compared to trying to bang on the windows are very slim to nil. Okay, we are hungry. We have more boxes of nails. Probably should keep those nails on me, but we got some in the base, so... Alright. Anything else we can get out of here? You know what? The rations have a lot of calories, so why don't we do that? Because we want to... Once again, we're going down. This is crazy. Oh, that's crazy. We're going to eat one of these, and then I'm still going to eat the ration afterwards to be able to try to get that calorie base up. I'm actually frustrated with the fact that we are going through so much. That 1,200 calories should at least give me plus chevrons, please. Give me plus chevrons. There we go. Double plus chevron. That's exactly what I was looking for. All right. With that, let's get some sleep. You, your friends, your family, and your loved ones. Close the door behind me. Good night, Miss Mouse. Anyways, you, your friends, your family, and loved ones, please stay safe out there. We will see you guys again for day 52. Have a good night. All right, that's the end of the day 51 recording. Let me go ahead and catch up on chat here real quick. Oh, you sleep all. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna sleep all the way until 10. All right. Watch your stream. How many in-game do you have? No, I'm not going to sleep. I'm recording this series, so I was recording a episode of that night. I'm not going to sleep. How many H in game do you have? What do you mean? And no, it's not AI. Oh, in-game hours. Nearly 2,000. Nearly 2,000 in Zomboid. Unfortunately, it probably won't show on Steam. It probably shows like 1,800 on Steam. But that's because I've had to go offline for this entire series to be able to make sure that it doesn't get any updates, any of the mods or the game itself. That way I can attempt a 1,000 days in Zomboid attempt here on build 42 without the save being fried by, updates. You played maybe like 40 hours? Yeah, I mean, I've played a lot of this. I also have over 7,000 hours in total into 7 Days to Die. So, I mean, survival genres have been kind of a thing. Kind of a thing. All right, let's go ahead and name this file real quick. Let's name this file. All right, so that was day 51. Refin. Um. Let's call it island securing. We will just call it island securing. Yeah, we're gonna build 42. I think the PC's not too bad. This base it's just a pretty simple one. It's as you see right now. Like I've got nothing built into this. This is actually a secondary satellite base. The only reason why I chose it is because you can only get in the door. The rest of this is kind of armored, so if zombies beat against it, they beat against it, it's done. And the chances of them trying to beat on this door as compared to beating on these an additional 8 panels are very low. And then it would still have to go up the stairs through all these other doors to be able to get to me. So it's pretty secure. Plus, I've killed so many on this island. Let's go ahead and I'll do this real quick to be able to give you kind of an idea. This is where we're at right now. This is the island that we just secured. Let's do this. Can I change the... Only we can rotate this. Apparently we can't. Oh, there's a wall right there. So we already walled this off. We are walling this off. We just haven't gotten the rest of it done yet. The reason why I'm doing this is because walling this off, this is a singular island. As you can see, the river goes all around it. That is connected to this island. So the only points of egress are right here, and then the original bridge in. And then after that, it's essentially a secured island. It's a secured island, which is kind of cool. Um, and then we got the gas station and the generators and everything else that we need there. But our actual base is up here. And it's a gas station, like a little truck stop area. We put fences all the way around it and a gate here. And we've got a ton of stuff parked in here. We are based in the pawn shop here. Well, technically, the entrance is through a little fence here, goes in the pawn shop, up some stairs that I knocked through the ceiling, and then over a bridge that comes over to this area where I knocked out the first floor of this and made a home up here instead. So yeah, get some stuff done. Get some stuff done. The next thing that we are probably going to do after I finish building this out and then doing a secure here, I'll probably leave this area behind and then call it, a secured area. And then we will drive back, grab that cop cart, bring that back up to here, start working on that. And then I really want to get out in this area right here. I want to go up here because I'm pretty sure this way up here is the way to be able to get to the entrance to Raven Creek and leave it. Raven Creek is about the size of Louisville. So, no, vote. No, there's no vote. Well, I mean, it's so what I do in my 1,000 days attempts is I go around from like city to city, clearing out as much as I can and establishing like bases and satellite bases, and then moving on to a different area. Like after this, we'll probably go to probably the closest is like Rosewood, and then I will do the same over there. I'll clear out as much as I can. I will establish the satellite base, and then I'll move on to a different area, and so on and so forth, going around the map and stuff like that. So this is modded here. This portion is modded. This is Raven Creek, which is a modded map. But it does not count in total of the modded map. So let's do this real quick again. So you're seeing Raven Creek right here, but this is Rosewood right here. And then you got Muldraugh and West Point and Riverside and part of Louisville up here. So Raven Creek is just down here. We're down by where you would have like Irvington Speedway, and then Ekron is like up here, and then Brandenburg is like right over here. So on the Build 42 map. So Rosewood Courthouse. Wow. That is like not in the top 5 areas that I would think of Rosewood. A lot of people do the fire station, some do the police station. There's the gas station to the north of town, which has a apartment above it that is pretty secure. A lot of people do there's like a building site to the south of town as well, and then a lot of people will clear out the prison and live there. So yeah, I think the last time that I did a 1,000 days attempt, I lived to like 600, nearly 600 days, and it was, yeah, I mean, what, 70,000 zombies killed, something like that. So right now we're at 2,454 zombies killed. Apparently one with fire. We lived for 1 month, 21 days. So, hi, Sonny. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hmm? Really? Is that so? Okay. I got a lot. Asus Zenbook. Nice. Yeah, I think the first time I played actually the first time I played Zomboid was on the PC, but I think back in the day when I used to stream 7 Days a Die, it was originally on a MSI laptop. So, long time ago. All right, we are going to be starting up day 52 here. As I said, the two things that we really need to focus on is finishing off that land bridge over here and then starting on the bridge over here. What's my setup? It's oh, I guess it's not on YouTube. Um it's nothing special. Like I would say it's a couple years old now, so it's like 5 years old now. 6 years old, something like that. It is a Ryzen 5800 XT with a MSI Pro B550 Movo, a 2070 Super. I've got 64 gigs worth of Corsair Dominator 3466 RAM in there, DDR4. Yeah, nothing too special. A couple of ultra widescreen monitors on ARM. Nothing too special. Nothing too special. I would say it's like a low mid budget machine now. Probably a low budget machine now. So, and I mean, but Zomboid is not something that has like very heavy requirements unless you're facing off with like just a gazillion zombies, and then it's not going to matter. You could have a rocket ship of a computer, and if you're facing off that many zombies, you're still going to have lag, just the way that the game is built. So, all right, let's get on to day 52 here. Get started. Day 52. Hey, ladies and gents. It's your all sons, Brandon Platt, we are back here with day 52. Let's turn off this damn alarm. And we have some work to do. Some work to do for sure. Miss Mouse, good morning. Doing your laps? Yep, doing your laps. Hope your garbage is taking you well. Alright, so we are going to get our butts out here. Let me make sure that we have... We're back down on weight again. I need to start taking some rations with me just to be able to get the weight up. Because we need to get that weight up. Especially since I'm going to be chopping down trees, which means we are going to be really burning some things. Is that the only food? It's not the only food we have, but I'm trying to remember. Oh, you know what's happening. The rations are all at my main base. We are going to need to really quickly get some stuff done here because all my main stuff is at the other base. All right, let's bring some of that candy with us. I know we have some chocolate bars, so we'll deal with that. I just realized we're low on water. High thirst is a pain in the butt, man. High thirst is a pain in the butt. Let's fill it up. Computer supercar? No, it's a midline machine. Where you am from Malta? I am in the Midwestern United States in a place called Minnesota, which apparently has become kind of worldwide famous in the last couple of years here because of all the crap that's happened here. Alrighty, so I need to find an axe or see if I have one in my area here. We should be able to actually find one in here, right? I mean, I could always go to the fire station. They got plenty of axes there if I need to. Hopefully I don't need to, but I don't know if they're going to have a wood axe. They won't want to have one there, so I would prefer to have a wood axe. They do a little bit more damage to trees. Doesn't look like we got one there. Doesn't look like we got one there. The wood saw. Wood saw. And There's no wood axe in here either. Please tell me we brought some. In the back here, maybe? Wooden spears. Yeah, we don't even have a axe. Oops. Alrighty, so if I come back up... You gotta be careful here. Alright, that's where we're driving. Come back up this way. Oop. Didn't happen. No one saw anything. Not a damn thing happened. Give me a freaking axe, man. Why are these all worn? Huh. I'm curious. Kind of curious if the pickaxe works. Alright. Take the firefighter axe. I'll probably take another one as well. Alright. Let's make sure to go leave this pickaxe back here. And now we will cut our butts all the way on over. And chop some trees to be able to finish off this area here. Hi. How are you? We have killed so many in the area, it's crazy. So we're going to come over here. We have all these trees to be able to chop down. Get to work. Now let's just hope we don't bring on too much of attention to zombies in the area if there are any over here. Alright, we are getting tired. Ooh, sapling. Nice. Take all the logs we could possibly get in here. Another sap. Gotta love that. Gotta love the sapling pickups, man. Another sapling. I hear heavy breathing. I don't know whether it's me or the zombies. The only reason why I'm kind of thinking it's not a zombie is because I have cleared so many of them from this area already. We can only fit so many more logs in here. Alright, let's grab these, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be enough. Yeah, no, we got an injury. We're full up back there. Let's go ahead and finish this area off here real quick. All right. Didn't want to do that. Let's grab all these planks. Be able to put them all in there. There we go. All right, let's finish off this wall real quick. Build menu. We are going to need to jump through here to be able to finish off this area here. Just because it won't build this corner for some reason. Alright, we got another area secure. Nice. Well, as secure as it's going to get. Well, now that we have that built, and we have that built, we have secured those areas off. Now, the only thing that we have to be able to secure for this island, other than the fact that these zombies are just kind of chilling on their own island over there, is that front area. So let's go ahead, drive up, drop logs off, and then maybe come back and grab some more. We're going to need a lot of them for over here. I'm also going to need some hinges and doorknobs to be able to make a gate up here. All these bodies dying off now. But we are going to build halfway through here, so drop that down there. Wait, we have more planks here. Come back in here and grab these logs. I'll be able to answer chats here real quick. Hope you see the fight the zombies. As I said, there might be a little bit of a lack here, just plain because of the fact that there might be a little bit of a lack of zombies in this area because of the fact that we have cleared the area very heavily. Hey man, how's the game going? Hey, what's going on, Dark Red? Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go travel backpacking for 2 months in 2 days. Wow. That's gonna be nice. We're getting a couple people from France coming in and watching. That's why you said he's like where it says French. It's actually kind of funny because there's a couple people from France. I know you said you're from Malta. Be here tomorrow if you're live. What's your stream hours? So I normally stream 7 p.m. Central Standard Time in the US, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, which is what a lot of people around the world determine US time to be. On Thursdays and Saturday nights, usually. Now, I had some stuff that I needed to do yesterday, so I'm streaming today instead, and then I'll be streaming tomorrow night as well. So, it will be Saturday night Central, so that would be like, if I'm correct, it's going to be right around the same time for you tomorrow. So, it'll be right around the same time for you tomorrow, because right now it is 8:41 p.m. for me right now, which means we've been going for, what, an hour and 34 minutes already? So. All right, let's get back to this. I need some building. All right, let's get all these logs out of here. There's only going to be a couple of them, but also put the saplings in here so we don't need to worry about that. And I'll put the second firefighter axe in there. I don't think we're going to need another one. And we might chop some trees just around this area instead. And I think that'll be fine. Let's drop the logs. Drop the logs. We got a lot to build out here. Alright, so what we need to do to start... Let me see if we can't just pop all these in there if I can. There we go. I'm going to start by building over, and then we're going to leave enough space for a gate right here. So, let's actually start on this side. We're going to do a build. It'll be frames. I don't know how this is going to work. I'm assuming right there. Yeah, because that'll be over the bridge area there. So yeah, if we do it there. Alright, now we don't want to do much more there. Let's go ahead and keep it in the same row here, man. We want there. There we go. Now, the thing that I need to figure out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm pretty sure it's only 4 for a gate, correct? If that's the case... The only thing we need to do is have these 4 slots here. We can build a gate, and then it's going to be straight in there. Alright, so let's start building some walls. That's crafting. We need the building menu. And we can't. Because we are lacking nails. And that is no problem whatsoever. We've got boxes of nails in here, so... We went and searched out boxes of nails, so we should be good. Let's open up this 100 nails. Get our butts back out here. Still getting used to this damn build menu, man. It's put so many hours into build 42, and the build menu is still just something I'm not used to. The good news is once we are done with this, we can essentially go back to our main base location and call it from, and then just run from there. Alright, so we got plenty enough trees here. Let's go ahead and chop these trees and use these ones here. There we go. Sapling in there. Logs in there. Very iffy about possible zombies coming and getting me. Dude, you're going to keep on dropping off saplings for me like that. I'm going to be a very, very happy dude. Thank you. Alright, let's just go ahead and bring these back now. Should just be able to drop these. Drop these. Very iffy here. I'm hearing noises all over the place, so it's kind of throwing me off. Kind of hard throwing me off, not gonna lie. Let's just get these done. Oh shit. That's why I'm hearing noise. That's why I was hearing the noise. Okay, I wasn't just going nuts then. There's 100% a lady just chilling out there. Let's take care of her real quick. Hi. I don't know where you came from, but... Alright, in order to finish this, we are going to need door hinges and door knobs. So we're going to need 2 doorknobs and 2 door hinges. Or 4 door hinges. We've got 1 door hinge. We do not have doorknobs, though. I'm very, very iffy about this. We're going to pull out our spear, or our pitchfork, because I don't trust this. But I do need that doorknob. Oh. So I need to piss off zombies. Be able to get these... What is a good way to be able to do this? I don't know if I trust some of these areas. That's my problem. Yeah, I definitely don't trust some of these areas. Especially some of those higher rise buildings. They can really, really hide a lot of zombies in there, so... I think what we're gonna do... I'm gonna be a dick, and I'm just gonna steal doorknobs from frickin' these doors. Actually, while I'm at it, let's play it safe, and I'll steal them from these doors. What do we get? Singular hinge. That's not making me happy, man. I need at least 1 more knob and 2 more hinges. There's the 2 more hinges. Alright, so all we need is a singular knob. I don't want to take out the front door here, because I might need to use that eventually. And those don't have... This one does, though. I don't know what this does. We'll try it, though. I don't think it does. I'm thinking this is... The hinges might only be able to come from this, but who knows? Who knows? Nope. There's no doorknobs, but clearly there's a door hinge. There is a magical doorknob there, though. So we'll take that. We'll actually take that plank as well while we're at it. Alright, that's exactly what we needed. We can go ahead and get all of that freaking stuff done then. And maybe... I don't know if I should. Let's just build this out and see what we're going to do, because the rest of it might be us driving back home. No, because I'm going to need to transfer and all that. No, we're not going to do it just yet. We will... Tomorrow will be our drive back home. So... For sure. That should be enough. Building. Gate. Oh! Smaller than I thought. No, no, no. Oh, can we only do 2 ways now? Interesting. It's got to open inwards over here. That's weird. Let's get our build back up because we need to do one more section of wall here. There we are. Island is secure. Well, as much as it's going to be. I cannot complain about that. Having some security to the island a little bit here is not a bad thing. What we need to do specifically is figure out exactly what we are going to be carrying out of here. We have a generator at the gas station. We have a generator up there. We have gas set out for that. We should be good. We should be good. I'm actually going to go ahead and park up here. We've got water set up over here. How much room do we have in the trunk of this? I don't think we want to bring too much. Ew. We're going to take the megaphone because I don't want that. We're going to take these planks. Take the hunting camel, take the paper napkins. I'm going to get all this stuff out of here that I don't want. The ration package. That's pretty much it, honestly. Those are going to be the things that we're probably going to carry out, other than the food that I'm going to bring with me. Because I'm going to bring the perishable food with me as well. Because I don't think it's going to be safe here, because if I don't come back here for a while, it's, you know, this stuff's just going to rot. Alright, let's go ahead, put all that in the garbage. Leave it all up. Let's go ahead and eat what we can right now. I probably should, you know what I should probably do, because it's probably going to be our last day on the island. Why don't we cook? Why don't we cook? What do we got in here? Because it's only 7:10 p.m. here. Can we cook a pizza? Can we cook a pizza? Can we cook a pizza? Maybe? We don't have cheese, though. I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe some onion, maybe some jalapeno, maybe the bacon can go in there. Let's just try this out. Might as well, right? Alright, so let's put the doughs in there. We're going to pin this up right now while we can. We're going to put the bacon in there. Pepperoni I don't think needs to go in there. The sausage does, though. So we will put that all in there. And we are going to turn it on. We're going to cook this all up, and we're going to create a weird freaking pizza. I think that'll work out. Alright, it's still all freezing. Alright, I've got to be careful because some of this is going to cook a lot quicker than the other stuff. Like, clearly the bacon's cooking a lot quicker. There we go. The bacon is cooked. The dough is cooked. Sausage is cooked. Let's turn off the oven. Now we're going to come over here because we got the pizza sauces in here. Let's go ahead and see if we can't set up some things on the dough here. Wait. not going to allow us to be able to... That's weird. Oh, you know what? I just realized it's because this is all in our... Give me that. Wait, no, it's in our inventory. Should be fine. Very confused right now. It's got to be crafting. Prepare pie dough. Let's do required items. Make... Are you me? Tortilla dough. Pie dough. Very confused right now. Pizza. Recipe name. Prepare pizza. Tomato paste, flour, salt, cheese. Well, so no, you can't make it from that dough. I can't even add anything to that dough, which is freaking wild. That sucks, actually. That I can't cook any of this stuff up. Cut bacon into 4 strips. Yeah, I can't... I don't like that. I don't like that, man. That sucks. Well, I guess we're going to eat dough. Some bacon strips and a sausage. Actually, where's my pepperoni? And the onion. Oh, it's in there. That's crazy. You know, we're going to go crazy on this. We're going to have the weirdest, like, little meal ever. The weirdest little meal ever. And you know what? We're going to have the weirdest little meal in Miss Mouse's room because we don't have... We'll probably not be back here for a while, which means this is Miss Mouse's territory for the longest time. She's going to be here alone for the longest time. Kind of sad. Kind of sad. All right, let's eat a jalapeno. We're just eating bacon into 4 bits. What? I now put... Nope, still can't do it. All right, well, dough. All right, we're going to eat an entire onion. I want to see if he complains. I need to hit the gym after this, it says. Let's eat a bit. Oh, we can't eat anymore. Oh, no. I want to continue eating because the fact is we need to gain weight. But we shall see. We shall see. All right, Miss Mouse. I hope you are good and you have a good life here until we get back, maybe. I don't know if we're going to get back. But before I leave, I will go ahead and open up every single door and your door so the whole house will be yours instead of just that room. Alright, are we going to get any... Let's speed it up a little bit. We need to get unhungry. There we go. We got unhungry. Let's eat the sausage. Alright, we still got pepperoni and bacon bits, and I'm pretty sure the sausage is going to fill us right back up. Yeah. Full to bursting again. Alright, I guess with that, you, your friends, your family, and your loved ones, please stay safe out there. We will see you guys again next time for day 53. We'll start off with our bacon bits and our pepperoni tomorrow as we go to eat. And then really start packing our way out and getting back to the old base and dropping this vehicle off and getting into our new car and just figuring things out. I think we are done for the island for the time being, which is end of a small area here. All right, we'll see you guys again for day 53. Have a good night. All right, that's the end of the day 52 recording. Interesting, interesting, interesting. We woke up at 4:40 in the morning. That's wild. That is freaking wild. All right, well, we got a long day tomorrow then. We got a long day tomorrow. Holy crap. I didn't expect that. All right, we're going to rename this file real quick. That was day 52. We can call that defense complete. We'll call that one. Alrighty. So we're going to be on the day 53 here. I'm not going to lie, I've already been going for 2 hours, and honestly, I feel pretty decent. I really do. This has actually been a really good day. Actually been a really good day. Alright, so 53 is going to be all about getting our stuff, getting back out of here, driving back up to the base. It's going to be an interesting one. So when are we going to have the exploding part yet? Exploding part? What do you mean, step? I mean, unless you're thinking of the week 1 mod or the month 1 mod. Where, like, you have NPCs running around and eventually, like, a nuke gets dropped or a plane crashes and stuff like that, and you've got to survive through that. That's a different mod. You'd be looking for the week 1 mod or the month 1 mod for that. Real quick. I'm getting used to this this new mount for the monitors. Alrighty. There. Seems like it's good. All right, so we're going to be getting on to day 53 here. Day 53, as I said, is going to entail us getting things packed up and getting back to the old base, and then really trying to figure out where we're going from there. I do want to build some stuff at the original base, but the big part about it is going to be kind of pushing forward and seeing what we're going to do. Now, right away, our biggest push is going to be I need to build that top car up and armor it and get it ready. So that's going to be our big part. All right, let's get started here with day 53. We'll get the COD real quick. All right, let's get started. Day 53. Day 53. We woke up so early. I don't know how I feel about that. However, we are going to go ahead, open everything up. Box 9mm, a couple batteries. We're also going to open up Miss Mouse's door. So she has full run of the house now. It is her place, her base. Unfortunately, you know, she can't crank on the generator and stuff like that when it's ready to go, but I mean, the plus side is the water is hooked up. So, I mean, you know. Let's fill up our canteens real quick, and then we're going to be heading out. Calling it a end for the island for a while here. We might come back. Who knows? Who knows? It might be one of those things where, like, at the end of the series, if I make it to 1,000 days, we will go ahead and bring this stuff back in. Let's eat this pepperoni and stuff like that before it goes bad. Maybe what we'll do is we'll come back from Louisville or wherever we're at, and we will come do this again type thing. I think that would be kind of cool. Damn it, these bacon bits are only one. Or, I mean, whatever. Whatever's clever. Alright, let's get going. There's something to snack on the way over. Alright, goodbye EP Tools, goodbye Pizza World. It is time to get our butts going. Headed off the island for now. As I said, it might be one of those things that where we return. I would love to be able to do, like, if I survive 1,000 days, at the end of the 1,000 days, we backtrack and check out all of our old bases. And then maybe we end coming down here and, you know, saying hi to Miss Mouse or something like that, you know. She's still alive after the end of 1,000 days. It's going to show that she is actually the main character. So, alright, but that is it. We've got a, very, very nice little location to be able to leave off here. Let's get back to our main starter base after we stop off at the military checkpoint and switch vehicles. I might need to sledgehammer. Oh my god, I just realized. Is my truck still over here? I just realized that. I don't know if it is. It's been so long since we've come back up here. Well, I mean, further than where we were going before. Can we not? This freaking vehicle has gotten so beat up. Alright, so we'll be switching out into this vehicle here. I do want to go ahead and check this out real quick, because I'm pretty sure my truck is out there. Okay. Do I still have the sledge on me? Oh my god, did I leave the sledgehammer back at the other location? Might have. I might have actually left the sledgehammer. I think I did. Okay. No, we're going to be testing out the police car real quick. Man, this thing drives smooth. Thing drives smooth. I can't wait to armor this thing up, man. I'm just realizing I totally forgot the sledgehammer down there. Oh. Zombies were following me? Oh my god, no! How did... That turned so quick. All we need is the sledgehammer. And I'm pretty sure I just left it. Oh, look at her. She's now running around her entire area. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Also, we're taking this box of MREs as well. In the box of garbage bags. We need those. Bye, Miss Mouse. We'll hopefully see you at the end of 1,000 days. Probably, you know, a couple days after the end of the 1,000 days. Alright, we got our sledge. Let's get out of here. Alright, I can't leave that there. I just saw the zombie over here. We need to guarantee Mrs. Mouse's safety, or Miss Mouse's safety until day 1,000, you know? The whole reason we built that up is to build it. To keep the mouse safe. I'm slightly joking, guys. Come on. I am actually really liking this vehicle. It is very, very... Like, I have to get used to the quick turn. But other than that, it's super smooth. I can't wait to frickin' armor it up. Now, if only I could draw in the lines. Alrighty. Keep going here. 35. We do not have a lot of space here. All right, what we are going to do... How is this going to work? We're going to have to ultra sludge everything here. Alright, let's do this. Probably would have made more sense to be able to sledge other things, but... Alright, that should be enough to get through. Make it stop. I know. My poor handsies are tired. Where's the sledge? Give me that. Alright. We'll just drive this over here, and then what I'll do is I'll put everything in the truck from here. We need some bacon bits, though. Probably really freaking hungry. Eat them before they go bad. Why I broke them down into bits, I don't know, instead of just slices. Whoa, what the hell was that? Oh, that just threw me off. It's the severe pain because of the sledgehammering. The muscle strain. That, oh my god, the noise he just made, I thought it was a zombie. I thought it was a freaking zombie. I was so freaking... Oh, that was almost so bad. That actually had me. Oofda. I don't have outlines on. This really has me worried. Alright, let's get our butts back there. Safe and sound. Dear Lord, that had me worried, man. Holy crap. Let's finish off our bacon bits real quick, just so I can get them off me. Alright, that's done. What do we have on us? We have the box of MREs. Place those up there. Box of garbage bags. Place those up there. I don't know why I have the dirty camo on me. I really don't know why I have that on me. Alright, now we're going to wear this. We're going to put the nails somewhere. We've got 7 boxes of nails there. Can go in there. Sledgehammer can go up here. There's the wood axe. Okay. Completely forgot I had this stuff on me. Why am I considered a heavy pop? Oh, the axe. Also put that up there. Still shouldn't be that heavy. Apparently it is. We'll eat the quagga cakes. I'm just gonna get out of here. We're gonna drop the damn camo right there. I don't care about it. Quagga cakes can go on our front person here. And now let's start emptying out this vehicle because I do not need it anymore. Actually, we'll just park it over here. There we go. Alright. We need to figure out what we were taking out of here. Do the rounds of ammo. More ammo. Gun. And then the weapons. Meat cleaver. Actually, we don't have a lot in here, do we? Oh, this is just that one seat. Interesting. We also have this seat. We have 5 bottles of water. Alright, that should empty essentially everything out of here, right? Don't have anything in there. We do have the food in here that we don't really need anymore. Just eat the highs, and then all we need to do is take it out of the back of the trunk, and that's it. There we go. Now all we got is the trunk left. And then what I'll do is I'll connect the car to this and we'll drag it back and then start working on that. Hopefully. Foodstuffs. Cow's milk. All of this. Probably not the water bottles. Water bottles can go... Place all those. Let's place them up here. There we go. Alright, what do we got here? Ammo. The holster and the leather gloves can go in there as well. The military flashlight can go in there as well. Do we have any books? We do. Go in there, that can go in there, that can go in there. Any weapons at all? We have all these tools, but no real weapons. We have a couple Molotov cocktails, which has me slightly worried that I've been doing that. That can go in there. You know what? We'll just put all of these in there. I don't know where we're going to put that. That can actually... Oh, no, can't. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to start tossing everything in here. We're going to eat the dried apricots. And we have all this food that we can put in here as well. It just yelled at me, I should have stopped eating earlier. Wait, oh, because I favorited it. That sucks. Place item. Don't tell me we're gonna have to place all of it because it's favorited. Where is... Oh, that's weird that the favorite's down there now. Wait, no. No, don't do that. Place. Alright, that's enough there. Now we can refavorite it. We'll be able to get more things out of here. We just need to get the rest of the stuff out of the trunk of the 998. Let me pause up to be able to answer chat here real quick. Hey, what's going on, Jedi? How you doing? Long time. I'm doing decently enough. Decently enough. Been sick a lot lately, been just kind of working on a lot of things, and recently lost about 20 pounds, so not bad. Oh, good stretch. Good stuff. All right. Let's get back to it. Just to be able to remind you guys, I do pause up to be able to answer chats. I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitch, and we are in the middle of the 1,000 days in Zomboid attempt here. I do pause up to be able to answer chats because it just allows me to be able to remove these portions from the editing process a lot easier because I can look for the game paused on there. All right, let's get back to it. Alrighty, so we've only got you left, which is still a lot. Let's get the guns out of here first, or the weapons specifically. Maybe the tools as well. Yeah, because we can put those in there as well. It should lessen the load quite a bit. Spears. Yeah, this will lessen the load quite a bit. You can put all those in there as well. Yeah, now there's only 37 kilos left in there. Let's get our... I mean, look at this. We've got long sticks all over the place in there. Just built for more spearsmen. Alright, we are going to place all of these, but it'll be placed up here. Then we'll do the same thing with the spears. Alright, that should get a lot of weight off me. We don't want any of that. All this stuff and toss it in there. Alright, there we are. And now we should have plenty of room. I'll get stuff out, then we'll go ahead and turn this vehicle around and then go in and grab the police vehicle. And then head on out. Let's do this because these are kind of the tool things. And we'll leave the things that are kind of more of the food stuff for the front of our... There we go. The rest of it can just go bam. Now that 990 can just be left behind. Oh, it's going to be so nice to be able to be home. So nice to be able to be home. Alright, this is all tools. So we're going to transfer all of it. And then we also have these boxes of nails. Vinegar through the pork rinds can go in there. Alright, we are back underweight again. Truck started right up, which is fantastic. Vehicle, go back and get that cop car and get out. Oh, we have been on this side of town for a while now. I feel like I'm melting, that's perfectly fine. Let's get that running skill up, man. Let's get that running skill up. It'd be so nice to not be over here and actually start working on some new goals. With a new scout vehicle. New. Wait, what? No, I didn't want to do that. I'm confused. I'm gonna try something here. I'm pretty sure our big issue is the fact that somehow it's not close enough. There. It wasn't close enough. It's like, that didn't make any sense. Alright, it is time to head back home. Even towing a police vehicle takes forever and a damn day. Actually, this one's not moving too bad right now. Be interesting to see how many more zombies came into this area within the long period of time that I wasn't here. Decent amount, actually. Decent amount, actually. It was a little off-putting. More than a decent amount. Okay, there's been a lot of migration to the area. Like, not enough that I can't take care of it, but still a decent, like, enough where it's slightly worrying. Slightly worrying, man. Especially since we are getting right up by a house, or home here. Oh, shit. Oh, no. I thought I turned quick enough. I was gonna say, that wasn't me, that was them jumping through a window. Alright, we are right up by home now, which has me worried. Alright, we have home sweet home here. Unsecure this. That's what I was worried about. It seemed to be relatively decent here, but I would say there's at least a good 100 zombies that weren't in the area that are now in the area. Which has me slightly worried, man. Good to be home. Good to be freaking home, man. Actually, I don't want to park that there because I might need to get gas in the truck. So... put that there because this is going to be a vehicle that's going to be armored and then used as our new scout vehicle because it'll be easier to get around. I don't trust walking in that direction. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to switch to the other seat. I don't trust that there's not a zombie sitting in that other area, so... Okay, that was slightly less... You know what? Screw it. We're going to do something I should have done a long time ago. Turn the vehicle off. Looks like we didn't have... There's some over there, too. But it looks like we did not get any coming up here. Let's do a security check. Nothing through there. Walls are still secure over here. Everything still seems to be good over here. In here. All right. You seem to be good. Time to pop into home. Oh. Good to be home, man. We got a lot of work to do here. A lot of freaking work to do here. Oh. Hi. Yeah, you just go ahead and chill out there. That's fine. I don't care about that. Alright. Do I have a gun on me? I can't remember if I do or not. I don't think I do. Damn. Alright, the other thing I need to check out real quick is, did I connect this generator? I did. Does it have any gas in it? It does not. We need to get gas in that. We also need to start working on our sleeping arrangements up here now that we have secured this area. I think we're going to make this into like our bedroom area for now, but it'll be fine. I do like the fact that we have the vehicles out in front blocking everything off there. Alright, so our next little run here is going to be setting up this base here. Let's go ahead and come out this door. Destroy this all. Let's see if I can't steal a bed from the boudoir across the way there. Because there was the, yeah. Let me see if I can't steal some stuff from there. We can't go over that, but we can 100% go through here. Kind of why I left this here. Alright, Vanilla Ice, chill out here. Alright, so now the next things that we really want... Alright, honestly, the next things that we want to do is see if I can't find, like, bleach and a mop would be really nice. Even though I kind of screwed that up by not grabbing the mops in the different locations and turning them into spears instead of anything else. Nope. No! Oh, that could have gotten me killed. Holy crap. Imagine if there was a zombie out there and that got me killed because of the fact... What is going on here? Close. Thank you. Alright, let me see if we can't find a mop and some bleach. Which might just be in the gas and more. Might just be in the gas and more. Hopefully. Do we have a mop in here at all? Sign. There's some bleach. We use a sponge and some bleach? Maybe? Maybe the cleaning liquid? I'm not 100% sure. This light is always be on. I don't know why it's not on now. Right. This is food. Might need to grab a mop from a different area, but we do have the bleach. Barber of York? I don't think Barber of York would have a mop, right? Maybe? Well, maybe they would. This is back area here. Rubber hose. That doesn't help me. Probably just a bathroom. Yeah. Just a bathroom. That's not going to help me out at all. Alright. Do you have a mop in here? Maybe. Bathroom. Thought one of these was not a bathroom. Oh, that's a bathroom. tells me no. Oh, that's just a dressing room as well. Yep. Alright, so mops are going to be a pain in the butt. I'm going to see if... Oh, you can clean stains! Okay, you do not need a mop. Nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and find a bed that I haven't destroyed, because I destroyed all the beds, didn't I? Oh no, did I destroy every single bed? Please tell me I didn't. Okay, I didn't destroy every single bed. Please tell me I can take this one. Tell me I can take this one, right? Pick it up. Don't destroy it. I have 7 carpentry. It's only a 22% chance. I should be able to pick up the entire thing, correct? Three of the 4. Wait. And I'm pretty sure that was the only bed that I left up here. Oh, that sucked donkey sweat. That actually really sucks. Alright, what about a couch? Give me this couch. Are you shitting me? Come on, man. I have 7 carpentry. How am I not able to pick up a couch? That is crazy. Alright. Please. There's a 22.5% chance of failure. Are you shitting me? Finally. Dear Lord. Alright, well, at least it gives me a sleeping spot. And I can clean up the stains in there. Dear Lord, that was... oof. We can at least create some sort of, you know, place. The other thing I want to start working on is figuring out what it's going to take to be able to get that armored up. Because I would love to be able to take that on a scouting mission. We do have a lot of metalworking stuff, so I might be able to. Pretty quickly, hopefully. I have all this here. We have all these sheets, we have all these bars and pipes and stuff like that. I should be able to pick up some good... Oh, let's not do that, please. Alright. We said we are going to do this. Let's clean these stains, shall we? Make it nice and freaking clean in here, man. It might just be out of bleach, right? It did use the sponge, so that's interesting. Yeah, this empty bleach bottle now. Did it ever use the other bottle? Must have, because I had cleaner on me and now I don't, so... yeah, it must have. Let's go ahead and drop that. We'll put the couch right in front of here for now. We'll place a nice little sleeping area here. Just gives me something to sleep on for the time being, which should be like an average sleep. We'll rest for a second. Yeah, it's average sleeping, which is something. Something better than nothing, that's for sure. Now, the things that we really want to do, as I said, is armor up that vehicle. I really want to get like a bedroom set up in here. I want to get some storage set up in here. Really flesh out the kitchen and stuff like that and get this place made into like our true blue base of operations, because I don't think we're building another one within Raven Creek. We're just going to be going around and clearing as much as we can, kind of opening things up. We shall see. We shall see. We woke up really early today, too. I gotta think about that. Yeah, they'd use the sponge. That's interesting. That's cool. Alright, so we just need to find more bleach. Alright, while we are at it, now that we have like a little sleep spot up here, I do want to work on getting some gas up here. And then also getting as many like bars and maybe some pipes down there. I don't think a steel rod is needed. We can't do anything with that. We can put these pipes in there. We put that bar in there. We can grab those screws. We can grab these steel sheets, the scrap metal. Unfortunately, not a ton of steel sheets, though. Iron scrap. Those would be nice to be able to use for other things, but right now, what I need specifically is things to be able to build on that vehicle. I do want to grab that chain as well, because I know that I can use that to be able to snow tire the chain, or the chain the tires, armor up. So we'll go do that real quick. Let's get in here. I grabbed a chain somewhere, I think. Where was it? Is this still on me? It is. Okay. Let's see if there's any more. Alright, there are more of this stuff in here. Not a lot of what we're needing, though. Let's get out of the RV, and then we'll just come over here and see what we can do. Pull it around and get it going. Come on. Come on. You're in really good condition. I don't know why you're not. The fact that I left the headlights on probably doesn't help. So we can put this here. Let me see what we can do with this vehicle. Well, we definitely need to work on the hood. Everything else is in relatively good condition. Nice. Alright, so next thing we can do is these mods. We have some side skirts, which unfortunately I cannot do. Wait, it is already installed. Never mind. The bull bar. Why is this requiring mechanics 4? Welding 6. A lethal bull bar. What? Welding 5. Welding 4. Windshield protection. We need welding torches. A decor. Wait, what? Not what I wanted to do. We'll put the windshield protection on. We'll put the rear windshield protection on. The wheels protection we can do. Apparently you need a welding torch with chains, which makes no sense. Why would you need a welding torch to be able to put tire chains on? That one really makes no sense. We do have some empty welding torches, but I'm going to go ahead and grab those. And we're going to fill those up. And then I'm also going to fill up... Let me see if this is... We haven't put any freaking fuel in that either, which is crazy. We need to be careful about that. Fill up all these torches. Get working on this stuff. We are filled up. I need a welder. Actually, I've got a welder's mask. Pretty sure that's going to still count as a welder's mask because it's right here. Yeah, there we go. Windshield protection. Let's do it. Start building some of this stuff onto here. As I said, I do know that I'm going to need to get a couple levels of mechanics, which we can definitely work on. We have the vehicles to be able to tear apart and put back together down here, so that doesn't bother me. That does not bother me at all. This takes a while though to do, so we're speeding it way up. Bam! Look at that. Beautiful. Now it's time for... Oh! Damn pipes for it. Wheels protection, we could... Oh, I don't have a wrench on me. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look back here and see what we got. Probably have a wrench back here. Yeah, there's a wrench. Would love to be able to see more iron bars, but I am not seeing any in here, so that's less than ideal. Any in here? Good pipe, but we do not have iron bars. Oh, that's less than ideal. Steel rods. Iron piece. Iron bar half. Yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, we'll still put the tire chains on. And I'll probably need to be able to get some more things set up here. So we'll put the wheel protection on. This gives us an idea about what we can do here. It is getting late. 8 p.m. We are getting tired. There we go. We got the tire chains on. We got the wood or the windshield. Pretty sure you can put wood up too, right? Should be able to. Wheel protection, side skirts, windshield protection, bull bar, police bull bar. So this lethal bull bar looks interesting, but I need to get up the mechanics and welding up right here. Protection, we have the windows, we have the windshield, we have the rear window. There's no hood protection, really? Huh. Okay, I don't know if I like that one. Well, I just realized the bull bar probably protects the hood. Yeah, because protection hood, right there. Right headlight, left headlight, hood. Yeah. So the bull bar doesn't. That would be why. And the lethal bull bar would be kind of nice, because, you know, maybe we can just run over some zombies. Let's see if we've got any pipes just kind of hiding in one of these other places. The other thing I want to do is grab these 2 gas cans. Would love to be able to grab more if I could, but apparently not. Put those welding torches in there. Get this weight off this. There we are. We'll grab this gas can as well. Do we have any iron? Yeah. Just realized I can also check in here real quick. Have the food, bags, iron bars, no. Nope. And nope. Alrighty, so that is not going to be something I can do. right now, which sucks. Where respirators, and now to get the welder's mask should just go directly back onto our bag again, which it did. Nice. Let's do it. How are we gonna do this? We got a wrench and stuff like that, right? So, do I just start tearing apart some of this other stuff? We got the suspension. We can salvage this stuff. See what we can get out of that. Maybe I'll also get some welding experience out of it too, which would be really nice. I'm really hoping we get mechanics as well. 73 and 464. Let's see what we get out of this. Alright, so we got 516 and 73. It is unfortunately only welding that we get from that. But that is still something. Because we can salvage parts and turn that into welding. Which is nice. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to give us any items, though. So, but at the same time, welding experience is really freaking OP in this, so. Why is it not, okay. Let's research. Uh-oh. Oh, we can get to something. Weird. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. The other thing I could do is, now that this thing is completely taken apart, we still need one more level of mechanics to be able to actually tear apart vehicles themselves, which will be nice. Did I ever open this up? I don't think I did, but you know, whatever. Let's just start by gassing up these generators real quick. Because we need gas in this just in case. Because that'll keep our gas station going, and once I get out of the other generator, we'll do the same thing over there. We need these backups. Power could go out any time. Really surprised it hasn't already. We're on a 0 to 6 months, so there's a chance that it might. Once again, 10%. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that at all. Let's get going. Very late night. Can sleep up here. I can also just, you know, maybe sleep in my truck if I wanted to. We're kind of hungry, so maybe. We'll see what we have in the kitchen first. We will see what we have in the kitchen. Let's go ahead and fill this up. And now we have our backup contingencies kind of covered here, which is nice. We don't need any more? Alright. Then what we'll do is we'll place this gas can right there. Probably should do the same thing with the other one out there. Let's go ahead and take a look at my kitchen though first. We'll go ahead and do this, and then I will, in the morning, I'll fill that up and put that out there. Hopefully the power's still on, but if it isn't, it isn't, you know. Barbecue sauce and a pickle. There's some pork chops. I just don't have any way to cook it. You know what? We'll eat the damn marinara. That'll probably keep us a little bit better here. You know what I haven't done? Hold on a second here. I don't think I've ever done this in Zomboid. I have a microwave here, and I have some instant popcorn. Let's microwave some popcorn. What in the is wrong with you? Yep, now it's cooking. Turn that off. Instant popcorn cooked. The only disappointing part of that is the fact that it didn't make the popping sound. It did not make the popping sound. All right, we can eat all of our popcorn. That actually did fill us up, interestingly enough. All right, that's good. All right, with that, we are super duper tired, as you can see. It is dork out. It is 11:50 p.m., so I think we're going to go ahead and get some rest here real quick. And with that, let's go ahead and sit down on our new couch in here. You, your friends, your family, and loved ones, please stay safe out there. We will see you guys again next time for day 54. Have a good night. We got a lot of work to do. Have a good night. All right, that was the end of the day 53 recording. Let me pause this up for a second when it comes up. I'm getting sniffles. Damn. All right. Let me answer this. Did you push the popcorn button? What's going on, buddy? Did you see a popcorn button? It should have one. It was the fancy microwave. All right, guys. With that, we've been on for 3 hours. We're going to be on again tomorrow night, so I don't want to push it too much. If I was on Thursday and then on Saturday, maybe I would push it a little bit, but the fact is, we're not going to be on for that. If you guys want to stick around, I would highly appreciate it. We got a couple of people in here, so I would love to be able to send someone on over to another area here. So let's see here. What do we got? Oh, Allie's on. She is doing Heaven Shock Troopers times 16 with sprinters. Okay. Is there anyone else on Zomboid within my list? There is not. It's just Warren as well. So we'll send it on over to Allie. We'll send it on over to Allie. I'm not feeling 100% the greatest, so, we'll do that. All right, we'll see you guys again next time. You, your friends, family, and loved ones, please stay safe out there. We will see you guys again tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, for some more 1,000 Days in Zomboid attempt here. Have a good night.